What's up, everybody? Welcome to Not Your Grandfather's Vlog. My name is Josh Cannon. I figured this week I'd take it back a little old school and do one of my traditional style vlogs where I'm just sitting in front of the camera not doing anything fancy. Now, the reason I'm not able to do anything fancy is because I don't have any fucking time this month to do anything fancy. I have 3 weddings in 3 days in a couple days from now. So hopefully I don't lose my mind from that. I mean, as most of you know, I'm a wedding DJ, karaoke DJ, whatever, and I'm just so fucking busy this month with bullshit that I don't feel like doing, but I need money, and it's always a time versus money thing. If you have more time, you have less money probably, and if you have more money, you inevitably have less time. So this month is going to be rough for me. But I'm always thinking about the future, you know what I mean? Most people are probably thinking about the future a lot. In fact, everything you do is to make a better future for either yourself or your kids. Now, I don't have kids, I don't want them, so I wouldn't know about that aspect of it. But anybody who knows me knows that there's 3 things I give a shit about. My music, my YouTube channel, and my podcast. I figure I'd just make a vlog where I kind of discuss the future of those things and where I see them heading. I guess starting off with the podcast, you know, it's a podcast about the show Unsolved Mysteries. Does that have a shelf life on it? Probably. You know, will we get, you know, to this huge, you know, status as this podcast that everyone wants to listen to? I hope so. You know, I've seen our numbers and they kind of steadily grow very, very, very slowly. But we've kind of plateaued kind of at a certain amount of listeners. So, I don't know. We keep getting love from people about it, and some hate, so that's cool. That podcast is something that's easy and fun, so, and a lot of people listen to it, so of course it's going to be something that I keep doing. And that kind of dovetails into the next thing, my music. That's been my biggest ambition since I was a kid, was to really make it as a rock star. And I put those things in air quotes because there is no making it, and there are no fucking rock stars anymore. Nobody gives a shit about rock. So, you know, I don't know if that's a news flash to anybody watching. It sucks for me to have to say that, but it's just true. Nobody gives a flying fuck about rock. When I say nobody, I mean the mainstream, the people who are consumers. Yeah, you got people my age in their late 20s, early 30s, who still have some nostalgia, who still might listen to some guitar-driven bands, but for the most part, that music is so fucking passé and so just terminally unhip to the kids and, you know, the mainstream as a whole. So my album, when I released it 4 months ago, I knew that it was like a boutique album and it wasn't going to sell a lot of copies. But because of the podcast, because I have some listeners from there, I sold, I don't know, I might have sold like 50 copies total of that album, which for me is just huge. As an artist, you become used to people ignoring your shit. I mean, that's just a fact of being an artist. People are not going to give a fuck about your art until you become famous, and then they're going to act like they were always down with you and your music from day fucking one. It's annoying, but that's just how it works, you know? I mean, a lot of people are very robotic in their thinking. Unless it is just plastered in front of them on a television or a computer screen, being endorsed by their favorite YouTuber or by their favorite celebrity, they're not going to give your product, your art, a second thought. So the fact that people bought my album was just fantastic. I was so grateful and so happy about that. So what's the future of my band? What am I going to do now? I feel like if I keep working on this trifecta of things I have going on, YouTube channel, music, and podcast, I feel like I'm going to create a brand that I can hopefully more easily promote and tour with and, you know, all that. You know, I did the music video that turned out really good. It's going to be easier booking shows across the United States if I can say, yeah, I got a little bit of a following, you know. But what I'm not going to do is the traditional, from like the 1960s to like the early 2000s business model of releasing an album, jumping in your van, and just touring around the United States for a few months. I don't know. That is such a dead fucking business model, and here's why. People don't go out to shows like they used to. People don't care about guitar-driven music like they used to. So, the shows won't be as populated, first of all. And what I mean by that, I'm not saying people don't go to shows anymore. I'm talking about just the mainstream person's idea of a fun time is not going out to a show like it used to be. So, you're going in a van and driving all around. You're not a big name. So the venues that you're going to aren't going to book you with big names because you're nobody. So why should they book you with, a big name? That's going to draw a lot of people. They're not going to do that. Unless you're just that fucking amazing. But, that usually never happens. So you're going to go and play these venues in, Bozeman, Montana, and Lincoln, Nebraska, Little Rock, Arkansas. And you're going to play for 10 or 15 people. And they may not even like your shit. So you just wasted all that time and money making almost zero progress. That doesn't appeal to me. I feel like there's a better way. I feel like with my podcast, with the YouTube channel, I can see where these people are who like my shit. Oh, look, I have 50 people in Indianapolis who like me. So why don't I book a show there, promote it, and maybe 20 of those people will show up. At least I'm playing for people who want to fucking see me and will buy some merch, support me in some way, to where it's not to where I'm not in the red. I'm not losing money. So I want to start touring, but I'm not going to just tour anywhere. I'm going to do small little shows here and there at first, and then just see what the demand is, if there is any. I want to do that. I want to make more music, obviously. I'm probably going to release some kind of an EP in the future because I already have a few more songs I've written. And people have asked for new music. So if people fucking want it, then I'll do it, But if they don't, if no one's asking for it, I'll still do it. But I just won't do it with much enthusiasm because I'm like, no one's going to hear this anyway. So I want to do new music. I want to go on tour eventually. Do little tours. Little, like 1, 2, 3 day things, max. Like, I don't want to do anything big for right now. I want to get my music out to college radio stations. If you guys can help me out with that, I would be greatly appreciative to you. If you're able to somehow, get my music some kind of radio play or, get it recognized to a big YouTuber that reviews music. The needle drop. Yeah, I doubt that's going to happen. As far as the YouTube channel is concerned, what you're watching right now, look, I started this YouTube channel almost 3 years ago. In January or February, I think, of 2018, it'll be 3 years I've been on YouTube. For the quality of the videos that I put out, do I think that my channel is criminally underrated? Yes, I do. I hate sounding that cocky, I really do, but just look at my videos compared to some of these other guys who have thousands of subscribers. Mine are at least just as good. So I'm a little disheartened that I am only sitting at about 750 subscribers right now. After 3 years, when you look at some other people's channels and they've only been doing it for, half the time as me and they're in the thousands and I don't know how the fuck people get that many subscribers that quickly. But the bottom line is I enjoy making these videos. I live for making these videos and for writing new songs and for, touching people's lives in one way or another with the podcast, making them laugh or whatever. That's the shit that I live for. So, of course, I'm going to keep making videos, but, it's probably just going to be business as usual with my channel. I can tell you my one biggest mistake as a YouTuber was not focusing on one specific thing. Like this vlog, for instance, is a perfect example. It's a perfect analogy for my channel. I talked about my podcast, I talked about my music, and now I'm talking about my YouTube channel. I should have just picked one. That's like how my channel is. I do video game reviews, I do movie reviews, I do TV show reviews, I've done taste tests, I've done comedy skits, vlogs, other shit I can't even think of at the moment, product reviews. I've done just about a video on every topic that is on YouTube. There's not many that I haven't touched at this point. But I just get this feeling in my gut that it's eventually going to work out for me on YouTube because I think people appreciate the variety, you know? I think that these channels that get pigeonholed into doing one specific thing, and that's all they do is beauty tips. All they do is taste testing. All they do is product reviews. I would get so bored of that. I have such strong opinions on so many things. I have so many interests in so many things. There's no way I could pick just one thing and just do that and that be it. So basically my point is I'm just going to keep on keeping on despite the tables not being in my favor. I'm still, I guess, new at this. I don't know. I feel like I've been doing all this stuff for a while and it still hasn't really kicked in, the whole success of it all. I'm getting there, but it's very, very steep uphill climb. So yeah, that's what my plans are going to be. And as we go into 2018, you know, same old, I plan on making videos that people want to watch, music that people want to hear, and podcasts that people want to gawk at. So I know this video is long, and I'll wrap it the fuck up. Thank you for watching. You know, links to if you want to check out my podcast and you haven't heard it yet, the link is in the description. You can buy my CD. The link to that's in the description. And yeah, I mean, again, if you have any ideas for any videos you might want me to cover or any tips as to how I can be more successful in any one of these things that I talked about, leave it in the comments below. You guys know that I'll respond to you. I always do. So have a good rest of your night.